Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese, episode 159. I'm your Joe Dix, joined today by Kyle Muehlberger.
Hi.
Marc Augustiniak.
What's up?
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. How are you two today?
Awake.
We're doing a daytime recording. For those of you who typically listen, we always record
At night.
At night. We aim for 7 o'clock, but it always ends up being 9:30 or 10, and then we get done around 1 in the morning, and
All that fun stuff.
And we're recording on some borrowed equipment. Because right before we started to record, I made a boo-boo on my computer.
But how's it borrowed? It's like, isn't it just yours?
No, it's Katie's.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm leaving. Can't do
what's mine is hers, and what's hers is mine,
Don't
and we're
talk to
all
me
together.
like that.
But, I mean, it's her computer. I was just happy that she had GarageBand on here.
Yeah. I was trying to think of an alternative in case that didn't work.
There's always ways to do it, but this
Movie
is it's made it simple, easy to plug in and go. What's happened in the last week? Anything interesting outside of video games, or how's life?
I guess it's going.
It's happening.
Yeah. Picking up, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
picking up,
Well,
throwing down.
I guess it's a slow start to picking things up.
He got his arms back.
Yeah.
So that's
Good
the
job.
best.
Yeah, see, I'm part crash test dummy, so...
Oh yeah. So you had to go find that in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Not to be confused with the band.
Right.
There's a band called Crash Test Dummy? I
Yeah.
don't care. Let's not get into that.
You'll know once you hear the song.
Oh, yeah, probably.
It's just a bunch of ums in it.
Kyle?
Nothing.
Nah?
I don't know. Nothing video game related, I guess. I already told my stories about work. Hate people. Hate gluten-free people. Fuck them.
Rad. Well,
Grad.
Brad.
Brad.
Yeah, just gradding it up. I'm making some progress.
With what?
This house.
I can tell.
Look over there. No more boxes in that corner.
Yeah.
It's a step.
What's that up
they're in
there?
the
Now
back
they're in
room.
that corner.
Yeah.
Just, all right. Well,
there's
oh,
one.
damn it.
So what's this corner gonna be? Because it looks like a timeout / reading
Yeah.
corner, but or an interrogation corner.
It's kind of the interrogation corner. I have no idea. Ideally, that's going to be a shelf where comic books go.
That could be where you play your Game Boys that don't have a backlit screen.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you just turn that light on.
It's that lamp hovering
But that lamp
right
doesn't
over.
work, so there's, yeah.
So it's an art piece.
It is an art piece.
So
You probably
it's
take a picture of that.
so
and
it's
then sell it.
Yeah.
it's a trap, is what you're telling me.
That's correct.
It's a trap.
Yeah, I don't know. The, you right there?
I just summoned a demon.
There you go. Ideally, that part of the room is meant to be where comic books are going to go.
Ah.
But, well, these are graphic novels
Wait a
trade
minute.
paperbacks.
Wait a minute. Wait
What?
a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. Wait
What?
a minute.
What?
Fucking comics? You don't have physical comics anymore.
I do. I have a lot of them. They're at my dad's.
Throw them in the trash.
But I wanted people to have something to come over and just, pick through a library if you want.
Yeah, we talked.
Just
about
come over. You got keys to the basement. Let yourself in. Hang out.
Let yourself in.
Just let yourself in. Hang out.
See,
Go read some
like,
books.
Just like I didn't know about the books on the coffee table. Me just naturally, I don't touch anything that's not mine. So it's just like I feel like I'm
I
not.
get it.
I feel like I'm not supposed to touch it.
I
And
get
I
it.
just don't.
But I'm at a point now, especially with comic books, where I'm like, just no, open them up and thumb through them. If you bend the cover, you bend the fucking cover. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Not too much. That's how I am.
Yeah, I mean,
of course,
don't
read
rip the
them,
fucking cover
but don't,
off.
rip it and then don't bend it to where it's now a permanent crease. Fucking mad
Even
at you.
still, I don't
No,
care.
don't add a permanent crease to my book.
I mean,
paid
don't
$3.99
don't
for that.
intentionally do that. But I mean, if you're reading it and it just happens, I don't care.
Well, yeah, if it happened,
They're meant to be read,
Duly noted.
just like obituaries.
But yeah, fun week in that regard. But video games is why we are here.
Yeah.
However, last week, so Kyle and I really liked last week's episode. We had more of a loose show because we didn't really have much to talk about. And it turned into a nice little conversation. But Marc, you have some responses to last week's episode.
Yeah, I listened because I didn't want to miss out.
So we're gonna give Mark.
Fuck Mark.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't write down what I didn't quote any of you guys.
Okay.
But I had responses to whatever was said.
Okay.
So
you can paraphrase. That's fine. I don't think I mind being paraphrased.
Okay. I'll probably easily paraphrase.
Kyle might. Yeah.
I mean, I'll try to keep it short and simple.
You take as much time as you'd like, sir. I like your new phone case.
Oh, is that a phone
thank you.
case?
Because the other one is not good with water, or should I say sweet tea?
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, tweed and sweet tweed didn't go together. So I guess just to get it out of the way, the whole No Man's Sky
Debacle.
Yeah.
That we discussed. Wait, which part of the No Man's Sky conversation? Because we talked a lot about
just in general, just everything about it. Just I'm just giving my thoughts on it. I guess.
Yeah.
Like just like before it came out, I didn't care. Mm-hmm. I just wasn't interested.
Yeah.
So, what did I say? I don't care about the No Man's Sky trailer thing. Yeah.
Was that when I was saying that it's essentially just a trailer?
I don't know. So people probably think about what they could do, or maybe the trailer doesn't show it. But what the hell did I write?
What the game has to offer beyond what the trailer shows?
Yeah, I guess. Pretty much, like, the way I saw it was like, this is a new Gone Home. It's just a pretentious indie game that's adored for its aesthetics more than its gameplay.
Ooh, shit.
I didn't even think Gone Home was a good fucking game.
Proof. There was ratings lately that showed that game dropped like 90%.
Tons of players have dropped off.
I think sales dropped 81%, and
it went to
active players. Sales dropped 81%, as in number of people buying it, but then the active player count dropped by 90%, which is fucked.
Because nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
So
it's a pretty tech demo.
Right. And but I mean, I guess it's fun for what it is, but I think it got way overhyped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, every game has their purpose, I guess. But alright, so moving on. I don't think it's necessarily true that that we always need to play a game before judging it. And this is one of those examples. Because, like, I believe judge a book by its cover is an outdated phrase. Because now you do kind of judge a book by its cover before buying it. Because there's shit written on the back of it and all the stuff on the front.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair thing to do. And I think watching a trailer that shows gameplay, I think you're allowed to judge it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're usually like, oh, well, just, wait until the game comes out. But if they're showing actual gameplay, you can kind of get a good idea. If you're an avid gamer, you get an idea of what it's going to be like.
Well, yeah, you'll get an idea of what it's going to be like, but from that point of you just look at the gameplay trailer. Like, if you look at a Bloodborne gameplay trailer, you're like, oh, this is just a hack and slash. Like, you'll think that's all it is. But then there's so much more than just that in that game. Yeah, so I think there are exceptions, absolutely.
Yeah, but it does depend, and depending on how much detail they show and all that. But, like, if you're good at getting a good idea of what you like, I think it's safe to judge it by a trailer. So,
sure.
Just to help with that argument. And then, like, you guys started sounding like you were in a bit of a rut. We're just like...
Oh, yeah, what do we play? What do we do?
Just stuff like that, and talking about, like, you had ideas for things, and you wanted to start working on stuff, but then you realize, like, the problems of that struggle.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I kind of touched on it when we were talking afterwards, but it was, like, pretty much, like, I think getting started is the hardest part of any project.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, I think it's just a mentality thing, like, you're thinking about it so much, and you think about all the details, and you plot out in your head the whole map, and then it's just like, it never gets finished, just because you're just stuck in it. Because it feels like you're doing it already. Yeah. By the time you finish that thought, you're like, I don't really feel like actually doing it now, because I felt like you kind of actually did it.
Let them worry. Let somebody else worry about it. I'm going to ghostwriter.
So that's why, like I said before, it's just, like, as soon as you get the idea, don't put too much thought into it. Sure. Just grab it and go blindly, because you never know, it might turn out differently than what you had in your head.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe this will... I mean, like I said, like, I usually write that stuff just for me. But if anybody takes guidance from that, then so be it.
Marc's actually a guidance counselor.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
I remember you made some... You tied something to the SpongeBob, Kyle.
What could I
last
say?
episode. It was about how, like... what was it? Like how people liked it back then, like up to now, and you think it like overstayed its welcome or something like that.
But it's weird how certain people have still grasped onto that show for so long.
Yeah. The only thing that I could add to that was that I know SpongeBob was way different back then. Like when the first couple seasons started, like the humor, the writing, the animation, all that was.
The animation was so bad.
I mean,
if you just look at the harsh lines that were in that show.
Yeah, I think it was because it wasn't digital yet.
Yeah.
It was more just like pencil drawn. But I know the humor was definitely nowhere near as dumb as it is now. Mm-hmm. So it was good for its time. But yeah, now it's just like
it's only around because people are so nostalgic.
Yeah, and then whoever's in it now is just for the memes.
God damn it.
And then like next thing it was I think you guys were trying to figure out like what was coming out this year, anything that was worth playing.
Yeah,
and I wrote it down, but you guys mentioned it later about the Last Guardian because I thought nobody was going to say it because so I literally wrote in my notes "fuck you" because the Last Guardian, but then you guys brought it up. But back to you, Kyle. You said that like you wanted to know more about it before.
Yeah, because
curious about playing it.
It looks so much like there's a deep story behind it,
and I think not knowing is the greatest part.
Oh, well, yeah, but I just want to know, like, what happened to this world? What is this creature? But I guess maybe that's fun to figure out while you're playing.
Because that I wouldn't want to be shown through a trailer.
What happened? Oh, no. Maybe just, like, little pieces of, like, lore. I don't know why I keep using this word.
I mean,
but it's when it comes to games like that, that is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally fair. I mean, I agree with you. Other than that, I guess I'll save this are we doing, like, what we've been playing or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. We can talk more about it later, but the other game I was looking forward to this year is Nioh.
Oh my god, that Keanu Reeves movie.
Yes. Okay, so moving on to the next part. I don't know why I wrote this, but I believe it. It's hard to avoid nostalgia. I don't know what you guys were talking about when it deals with that. I kind of forget.
I don't remember.
It's hard to avoid nostalgia?
It definitely... Yeah. I mean, I don't think we said that it's hard to avoid it.
No, I just think you guys are just talking about, like, nostalgic things.
Yeah. Were we talking about...
I think we were talking about how everything sucks now.
Oh, yeah, because like, you were more about, like more retro, like, type games. Like, that's all you, like, really want to play now.
Yeah.
And I was like... I think because of that, and just other things, like, it's just a hard thing to avoid now, because, like, a lot of things are what people want.
Right.
Like example, like the whole like SpongeBob thing, like you said, it's just in general, it's just everything is just now just fueled by nostalgia, and there's no more like taking risk to do like try something new, and I think that can be a problem.
Well, the thing is now, I guess it's with nostalgia, like you know that game,
right, and
you know you'll have fun, but when you take a risk with a new game, you don't know. Like, you can watch trailers and stuff like that. But you're like, oh, I kind of want to, but I don't know if I want to spend $60. Because back then, when you played these games, you didn't have to buy them. They got bought for you.
True.
So the risk wasn't really on you, it was on your parents. And when they bought you a game, you kind of had to shut up and play it, and that's when you found out whether or not you liked it.
I think this next point relates to that. I wrote the words Secret Garden, and I think that was in talks of...
Is that a movie?
Secret Window.
Don't want to talk about that.
Secret Garden.
Yeah, okay, so I said this because I think a lot of the things we liked back then, before they blew up and got huge, you kind of felt like you had this little secret garden.
It was yours.
It was like this intimate connection between you and this game alone. Nothing on the outside affected it, like internet or like other people or whatever. And then once all that came along, let's just say you're playing like a Super Nintendo game.
Sure.
Or something, right? And then all of a sudden, here we are now. Everything is everywhere. Nothing is really that sacred because it's just you just see it blown up, and there's like subreddits due to these things, and everybody's just talking about it, and that could kind of ruin or skew your view on your past or your view on the game that you used to like. And so the garden's not so secret anymore. You know what I mean? Like
everybody gets in. Yeah, I felt that yesterday. I wandered into
and that kind of kills it.
I was wandering. I went to go buy socks at one store, and I didn't feel like standing in line, so I left, and there was a Hot Topic, and I saw a Splatoon shirt, and I was like, well, that's that one Marc got. I want to go buy it too. And I walked in, and I'm wandering around, I'm like looking at all the shirts, and I'm like,
it kind of hurts, doesn't it?
It's like, no, this is my thing. Like, you can't and like I didn't want to. And they kept telling me, like, all the employees there, they're like, "Oh, you should. It's buy one get one half off, so you can get two." And I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "Do you have a Hot Topics hot card or
Yeah,
whatever?"
I've got a fucking hot card.
Whatever it is, like all this, like, "Oh, you should sign up, and the more every dollar you spend, you get a point, and if you get so many points," and I was like, "I really don't come in here. I'm sorry, thanks." But I'm thinking, like, why don't I go in there? Like, they have stuff that I'm interested in. And then it was like, oh, because I don't want to be...
You don't want to be talked to by people who... That's the thing.
Well,
there's like 2% of things I like in there.
Yeah.
Like,
But they have stuff that I would buy in terms of just random T-shirts. Like, there aren't many physical stores you can walk in and get a Splatoon shirt in.
That's true. That's the only reason why that's worth getting.
Right. But... it's because I don't like it's my thing. I don't want to go. I don't want to buy a thing that I know everyone else can wander in and have access to. I want it to be sort of special, which is why something like Fan Gamer still feels special because nobody.
So it is upsetting when you see, like, while it is nice to have merchandise for this thing that you love, at the same time that it's so open to the public. While these websites are the people who shop at Hot Topic aren't going to know about Fan Gamer. Like, maybe not. Massive crowd that goes in.
But at the
same
time,
they bite in a couple of years because it definitely has blown up.
Yeah, they have.
But it's better.
So
but like,
that's
it's like give me more time, so my shirt looks a little more faded and worn, and yours looks brand new. And I'm like, I've been.
But same thing. Like I walk around and like just like the worst people imaginable have Batman T-shirts or tattoos or bumper stickers. And I'm like, no, that's my thing. But it's not my thing. There's no ownership that.
Oh, no one's seen you and Batman in the same room. Wow, who'd have fucking thought? No one's seen me and Willy Wonka in the same goddamn room, buddy. Fuck you.
Whoa, I have so many questions.
Yeah. Yes, it is coming, the gobstopper.
But no, you're right. I mean, like, and that's the thing is, the world is so much smaller than it used to be now because of the internet, where everything is just connected and everybody knows everybody and everything knows everything. And with that, we don't have these little.
Zelda's probably a big example for me.
Yeah,
I did not realize as a kid how big of a franchise that was.
Yeah,
or how big it was going.
It was just this little thing that like I got because a friend of mine had it, and I started playing it, and I was scared of Ocarina of Time.
Yes, I was terrified.
I never got terrified of it exactly. Oh, I mean,
I remember I could not.
Actually, the one part I didn't like was in the Leaf or Forest Temple.
Yeah,
as an adult, and the hand grabbing you.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, okay.
I didn't like
at night because there's like
whatever
pose, the stuff rose out of the ground.
Yeah,
couldn't do it. I was like, I'm just gonna.
I didn't like.
It just I never beat it because I just got I always got stuck at that point.
Yeah. Ganon jumping out of the paintings at the beginning scared
Ganon?
he scared the shit out of me.
He was cool. I like his mask.
Oh yeah, in retrospect, but I was terrified. I remember I would not go past it. I made
that
my
whole
friend,
temple, the music, everything was just.
I made my friend beat that part, and once I saw that it wasn't so scary, then I went home on mine and beat it at home. But but yeah, I mean, all that shit. Like now, it's everywhere, and it's. That's why I think one of the neat things that we've been trying to do as we, rebooted the free cheese and we sort of came back to everything is what's our story with it? Because obviously everybody has played Zelda. Anybody can do a podcast. Anybody can write a review. Anybody can do anything now because it's just so easy. And anybody has access to any of these things.
Sure.
Whatever. We have access to games that were never released. We have access to games that weren't released in this country or whatever.
Finished.
Yeah.
That's like one of the better sides to it.
Yeah, and like anybody can buy that bookshelf full of those books, but no one can buy them and put them in that order and have the same experience I had with them. And I don't know. No one's going to take away what I took away from it. So how do I share it, and how do I make that part different?
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
But we can still have a secret garden in our own way.
I hope that's why I wrote that. We're going to talk about
whatever, man. It led to a good conversation.
The next point is you guys felt a little down by games today because nothing feels that unique anymore, and everything felt too predictable. You're not wowed by it,
except Bloodborne.
Yeah, right. I said there's a few exceptions, but overall, just games today feel like a lot of them play a little too safe or something, and you're just not feeling it anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, you guys were just really down about it, and I felt the same feeling.
Sure.
But the conclusion that I came to was that, the point where like everything like, feels bland and predictable, and then like we just judge everything, we're not excited or wowed anymore, then I think the next step to that means maybe you're not like, maybe it's not exactly you like growing out of video games or anything like that, but maybe you just gotta make it. Whatever you are looking for out of a game,
make it
instead. That way,
like make the game, or go into
be the hope or be the change you want to see.
Because like that's the thought I've had.
It starts in here.
If there's something that I want to see and nobody's doing it, like, well then I'll just have to fucking do it.
That's a good point. That's
like, why not?
Some of the best games have done that.
I mean, I know it's a long road for that, but I mean, like, if you wanted that, if the drive is there, I say,
yeah.
Why not?
And I like that idea, and it sucks because like, you're right. It's not like you're growing out. I feel like it is more or less like it is changing, or it's not there.
It's kind of like being like in a rut with like a relationship or something, where it's just like
just leave it, bye, bitch.
But instead of leaving, you can
just try to get a new angle.
What's my old OkCupid password? Got it. Like,
well,
welcome back.
The hammer smash.
No, there's what a great password. No, there are there's very real things you can do to change that outcome.
Because like ever since like I've kind of seen things from like a developer's point of view, like that's all I see now. Like just as I guess as an artist, I feel like I don't know, just something about a game where it's like I don't see it as just a game anymore.
It's a product.
I kind of see
that's what so much of our shit is today. It's that.
But like I also you can maybe get a little touch of what it's like to be in their heads as a creator and see it how they express themselves through.
True, but I think that's good and bad because then we see the cool part of like, oh, this is a part of someone's life that they've bled out into what I'm playing.
Especially more with like indie games,
but totally with indie, and that's the thing. That's the difference is what now we see like the trueness of an indie game versus the like corporate stuff that comes with something like whatever, like the big annual releases where it's just like you can feel the weight of the man behind it. Right? Well,
but then it's like you have AAA games,
and
then you have indie games, but then you have some amazing AAA games.
I'm not discounting AAA games at all, but I'm saying that there are certain things where you can see that like, okay, this was put here because of time crunch, because of cross promotion with this other thing. Like there's very real things where
Medal of Duty.
Yeah. Some dude in a suit did it rather than little quiet Sean Murray who scampered on a stage and
hi
from Hello Games.
I fucked up.
Oh.
But that's pretty much, at least for me, that's just the mood I've been in. It's just like I just want to make a game.
That's good though. That's good that you're not doing the just like this sucks. Fuck it. You're like, hey, this sucks. How can I do something that doesn't suck? Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of like fuck it, but at the same time, it's just like, you know what? I just want to do my own thing and not care about anything else.
No, I mean that goes with anything. I mean,
it's just nice to have that feeling of I want to create something because it is amazing to be like, oh, I have the means to be able to do. Well, you have the means to a degree, but still just starting it like you said is.
Also, I think it would be cool just to connect with people on that level. Where they're like, I mean, like not for like the fame and just be like, oh, I love your game, but like no, like it'd be cool to have like a deep discussion about a certain point that you put a lot of heart into, and somebody else notices that.
Mm-hmm. It's cool that like
you both have that shared love and passion.
Yeah, it's like Joe, like what if you were able to sit down with Itoy and just talked about Earthbound?
Yeah,
like heart to heart.
He'd probably just fall asleep because everyone's talking to him about Earthbound and nothing but that. He's like, hey guys, I make a Planet Earth now. I have a new company, a new project.
Well, maybe if he like made other shit that was just as
I know. No, but I mean, like even if someone tells me like, hey, I listened to the podcast and that part where you said this thing, even if that's one person that I ever hear from only, it's cool.
Like they won't realize like that will stay with you.
Yeah, like we made a thing. Versa. Yeah.
Fuck you, kid. Bye.
But no, I think with anything, that's a good way to approach things. Like if we have something shitty going on anywhere, like at work, and everything sucks, it's like it's one thing to just say, well, this sucks, and fuck everything, and it's another thing to say like, this sucks. How can I do something different and show other people that like it doesn't have to suck? We just have to stop sucking.
And then not think too much on the idea, and then you just go in blind, like I stated earlier.
Just do it.
Yeah,
just
fucking do it.
Nike.
No, I say that. I won't do it.
Well, yeah, because it's easier to just bitch and say this sucks.
I'm gonna do this. Get home and
next point.
Nap.
You guys are talking about like video game movies or shows, whatever.
Yeah.
And the whole like Zelda thing. I was just screaming in my head Zelda anime. Like that's the best way for that to be formed.
Yeah.
And that whole Netflix thing was a rumor. It was never. I mean, it wasn't exactly denied, but it wasn't confirmed.
Right.
And I'm glad it didn't happen. Like live action Zelda, which I wouldn't work.
Yeah. I don't.
And I hope it never does.
Because you think of all the creatures in that world, like, I don't know if I would accept seeing, like...
I mean, it's totally possible to do one, but whoever takes hold of it, they just they won't get it right.
Yeah.
So I don't have faith in that. And then I think the next point was about how... What was it? Something about Pokemon. Like, you think that maybe... It says something about, like, people not liking Gen 1 or something. I'm not sure if it was about Pokemon Go or just Pokemon in general. But, like, people who are just now playing, getting into it, like, maybe they don't like those Pokemon or something like that because they didn't grow up with it.
I'm trying to think back. What has happened?
I don't know.
A lot of...
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the topic was that, like... Like if you didn't grow up with it, then you don't have that attachment.
Oh, yeah.
Like you don't like it for the same reasons or whatever.
Which can be said about everything.
But then later you pointed out about like how you like the older Saturday Night Live cast.
Yeah.
And you didn't grow up with that.
That's true.
So I feel like with that mentality, people can still like appreciate Gen 1 today without even playing Red or Blue.
Sure.
And they still might like I think they might still be able to see the same aesthetics and designs that we saw and got attached to. Maybe they can still see that today and still compare and be like, you know, yeah, these do look good. And this isn't even from a nostalgic point of view.
Yeah.
This isn't that's not what controlling this. This is just yeah, like I can see it.
Just
clearly.
it.
You know, the creativeness was more pure here than it is later or something.
Oh, they're creative now. Please, look at that long-ass neck motherfucker.
Yeah, but I think the point was that, like, you know, I think we can still learn to appreciate the past and, like, even more and, like, just notice how things change no matter when we were born. So I think we're fully capable to acknowledge history without rose-tinted goggles or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can easily... like, I played Metroid after I played Super Metroid. Mm-hmm. I played The Legend of Zelda after I played Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Actually, Christ, I probably played Legend of Zelda after I played Twilight Princess and
Mallory's Musk.
Yeah, I mean,
I've done that too.
Mallory's
Musk. And like last two things. It was talking about how, like, I think you were talking about how games were being. Like, I think the how they're like produced like so fast or whatever. I forget exactly what the topic was. I'm not sure if it was about Naughty Dog or something.
We were talking about. I remember we brought up how Last Guardian had been in development for the duration of 4 Uncharted games and 1 Last of Us.
Yeah. And I think the other thing I had to say that was like I'd rather play a Team Ico game every 10 years than a Naughty Dog game every 1 to 2 years.
That shot's fired again.
No, but it makes sense.
I get it.
Because as much as I love Uncharted, I can say that they absolutely are the same game, just with a different...
Because the 4th game, it looks like it's just a lot of hand-holding, and you're not really...
It was, and it was nice. It was just a nice, like let's wrap this up.
That's a game that's just... That series probably just should have been better off as a movie series. Because it felt very cinematic, and...
Yeah, but also, you gotta remember that the time that first game released, we were at that pivoting point where...
True.
We, for a decade, we had been trying to do cinema quality things, and we started that N64 and PS1, but the technology was not quite there to give us that real effect. And now finally, we have high-definition graphics in a video game console, and we can do this big, epic scope.
And even though I played Shadow of the Colossus, and I know the controls aren't the greatest, I think they're purposely meant to feel a little sluggish. Just like how I know Last Guardian will, and even Ico felt a little sluggish. I think it's just to try to make you feel the weight of the character, because not everybody's perfectly balanced all the time. But, I mean, their track record is only going to be 3 games. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be more, but they seem to have lasting impressions, and I feel like they might last longer than some Naughty Dog games.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think The Last of Us, bar none.
But the only thing I fear about Last Guardian, because it took so long, because it was going to be made for PS3, but then by the time that they were getting to release it, PS4 was coming around the corner. So they had to...
Change everything.
Yeah, they had to change everything from the ground up again, and that took longer. Yeah. Now they're like, finally, we can do it.
PS5. All right, hold on, guys.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's what happened with Nintendo. Like, a lot of games that were meant for Super Nintendo went to 64, or whatever, vice versa. I mean, 64 went to GameCube.
Ocarina started there.
Yeah, like, projects got delayed because of a new system coming out, so they had to stop it.
Well, thankfully now, I think the technology is there to not speed up the process in the same... Not to speed it up and then be like, okay, cool, then you lose the quality. It speeds it up and people are like, okay, cool, so now we can get this done quicker and still keep the same quality.
Yeah. And
not lose anything.
And then it's a very, very last small point. That retro store in the mall.
Yes.
Pretty sure it moved up a floor.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay, because I didn't go upstairs.
Yeah, because like my notes, I was like, it moved up a floor, you fuck. But I wasn't serious.
Oh, that's
I
good.
was, like,
no, that was my
worried.
old neighbor.
Yeah,
And I felt bad.
Fuck your
that-
old neighbor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
Anyway.
just got.
They just moved up. Was that a Claire's upstairs next to Sports Authority?
I forget. Maybe.
I don't know.
But that's just what I've noticed.
I hope
I'm pretty sure it's them.
because I don't want to have to drive all the way down
Yeah.
to what's it but.
But we should go there and see if they have a Game Boy Pocket.
Oh yeah, they'll be like, oh, we're a small store and.
So that's me catching up.
There you go. That's what I did the other day. The boys woke me up to go piss at like 4:30 in the morning. And I laid back in bed and I couldn't fall back asleep until like 6:30. So for 2 hours I was on eBay.com
Ebo.
just looking at Game Boy Pockets.
Jeez.
And I almost bought 3 different ones. And I was like, you know what? I'm making
Why?
irrational. Well, I mean, like not buying 3.
Oh.
But I looked at 3 different ones that I was about to hit. I was about to bid on. But I realized it was 5 in the morning and I should probably think. a
Yeah,
little bit.
definitely.
Oh, it wasn't
Well,
too
I'd
bad.
like to buy a Super Nintendo and a GameCube before
Yeah.
winter comes.
But I do want a Game Boy Pocket real bad. I think I'm going to buy one soon.
Apparently, we're gonna get one of them bad winters.
Oh, yeah?
And that's what I heard.
Gimme.
People
Bring
are
it
saying the
to
Farmer's Almanac,
Farmer's.
ball sack.
Yes. What have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I got a little list this time.
Oh, God.
The list.
I'll just go through it. Hotline 2 hard mode. Get that out of the way. I'm on like chapter 13 out of 25. Yeah, it's painful.
Halfway there.
Sure.
But oh man, it's long. If for those that don't know, hard mode it's bullshit because there's no checkpoints. So if you die, you start back from the beginning. You have limited ammo, like even more limited ammo. They kind of force you to go in just not being afraid, peeking around corners, and it takes about maybe 40 minutes to an hour for me per level. Normally, it's like maybe 15 to 30 minutes. So that's fun. I played the Metroid 2 remake.
Oh, another Metroid 2 remake.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
I still haven't really had a chance to compare the controls, but it felt a little sluggish.
It looked like I saw US Gamer playing
Just
it.
like just the aiming with everything, and just like I think it's just because you're able to climb on cliffs.
Yeah, but
So
it still
if you
seems-
can't jump high enough onto a platform, you'll just
Yeah.
grab it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
go on because it's a part of your suit. It's called like a power grip or something like that.
Power grip.
Was that in the original Game Boy game?
I don't know.
I remember the spider ball. But
Yeah, see, and that's the other thing with the ball. Like you think you hit down twice and you go into it,
Yeah.
but like if you hit left or right and it kind of slightly goes up, it takes you right out of it. So it's that's sensitive, so you got to be careful with that.
yeah.
Other than that, like it plays well.
Yeah.
I think I just played until I got to like the first Metroid,
Sure.
and that was a little tough because he had armor on him on the most of them. And I forgot he had to shoot under him like just right.
Oh, yeah.
But you start with missiles automatically too, so you can switch to that right away.
Was that always in there?
I don't think so. I mean, not from the start. You had to unlock it. But yeah, it was nice, very well done.
Yeah.
They still plan on making updates for it. You just gotta find it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I played a little phone app game called Digimon Heroes. For those who are curious, it's basically like a Puzzles and Dragons type game. You just match, like instead of matching color spheres, it's cards, and depending on the color, does damage to whatever's in front of you, and you just pretty much you're powering up your team of Digimon. It was free, so I was like, why not?
Yeah.
And I only did that because I've been on this kick after being burned out from Pokemon. I switched to Digimon.
Of course.
I ordered Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
What is? Oh, this is the PlayStation 4 game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I got that pretty cheap. It was like $30.
Yeah.
I kind of knew what I was getting into when I played it, but once I finally played it, I understood it better, and I actually am enjoying it a lot more.
What is it? Exactly?
What type of game is it?
It's it's basically like a JRPG.
Okay.
Turn-based battle, whatever. But this one's a little different from the other Digimon World games. If anybody's played those, basically, I guess it's more like the third one where you run around with like a team of 3 Digimon, and you can power them up and Digivolve them and whatever. You just go kick ass, grind, whatever. So this is more like a traditional JRPG, but it's very well polished, and it actually doesn't deal with the digital world as that much. It's more like a real world type, like, and then like between the internet. So I guess you call it digital world. I don't know, but it became like a detective story type game as well, because it's like the internet that everybody goes to is like this virtual reality internet now called Eden, and you were in there and you got like this hacker modified your account, so now you're technically a hacker, which means you're allowed to equip this system called, to them, like Digimon was just like a system, like an application, but turns out you were able to tame them without, I guess, some kind of connection. So you pretty much run around with them, beat the shit out of things, and then turns out some weird virus thing affected you, put you in this coma. So your digital self, your avatar, or whatever, it looks just like you, can transfer between the real world and the internet virtually with all these little hack tricks, and you're figuring out everything. It's pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting a full detective story in this, and I'm a sucker for those. So
now you, in terms of the story, regular Digimon story, does that ever play into it, or how does that? Because they still run the anime, right?
Well, right now, the anime that they're doing is Digimon Adventure Tri.
Okay.
That's not related to the games.
Okay.
That's just that's based off of like the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
So it's like a continuation of that, but it's like a more matured.
But this seems much different than that.
Yeah, this seems like a whole separate thing. This is just like a JRPG detective game with just Digimon sprinkled in there.
That's pretty cool.
Digital monsters.
Yeah, but like I don't know, the combat, like the grinding actually isn't boring, which is rare.
Yeah,
because it's like most people are like, oh, I gotta grind and then gotta move on, but it's like, well, instead of you take. Somehow they found a way to take a boring feature to, well, at least I find boring at least, and kind of made it interesting. So that's a unique way.
Neat.
And then last night, I didn't get that much sleep because I forgot the demo for Nioh was released for the US.
And Nioh, described for the children, you talked about it on the show before.
If you're looking at gameplay like in a trailer and you're to judge it, it is very comparable to a Dark Souls game. But it's set in like 1600s, so you're a samurai.
Oh.
And so it's by Teen Ninjas. For those who know about that, Ninja Gaiden and whatever. But it's also, I think it's published by Koei Tecmo.
That makes sense.
And so I actually got to play it, did a tutorial and all that, and it turns out I like the combat more in this one. It's not the shoulder buttons to attack. You actually use the face buttons, and the more you use a weapon, the more you can unlock skills for that weapon. And but if you do die, you have to go recollect your souls. But your little pet friend will watch guard of your stuff till you go pick it up. So I have this little ghost fire dog who sits around. You can switch between that, like a shark and a bird. And so you can go pick it up, and then they fill a meter for you, like a special, kind of like in Dynasty Warriors. So once that unlocks, so I was using a spear, and once that unlocked, I was just fucking around with the buttons, and I activated it, and my spear was on fire, and I didn't have a stamina meter, didn't have a health meter. You just go crazy with just combos and just doing whatever. So I love how they did, because I don't think Dark Souls or Bloodborne, like the more you use a weapon, do you unlock different tricks for that weapon? Like, can you do different skills with it?
Yeah. Well, no. It's always the same.
It's always the same attacks.
Yeah.
See, and that's what I liked about this, is that this was more unique, and you could upgrade it however you want. So this game feels more in-depth with combat. It feels easier to move around and all that. So I think Team Ninja knows what they're doing when it comes to that. Because it kind of has like a Ninja Gaiden feel, but not as insane. Because you will get punished if you mess up.
You have an odd trend of really looking forward to games that have been in development for decades.
Yeah, I guess.
This one was announced in 2006.
Yeah, I remember the last time I brought it up.
Sorry,
really,
this was announced in 2004.
I don't remember that at all.
I didn't either. I didn't know this was the same game. But yeah, it was announced in 2004, given a release date of summer 2006.
It used to have a hyphen in the name. It doesn't anymore.
It disappeared until 2009, and then Koei said, it's still happening. Sorry, we haven't said anything. 2010, they said, hey, Team Ninja's taking over. 2012 said that it was done with alpha testing. 14, they filed Koei Tecmo now, because now companies have changed in the time that they... So Koei Tecmo says they filed a new trademark for the game, and then finally, last year at TGS, they just said, hey, here's Nioh.
But it definitely feels like a mix between like Dynasty Warriors combat and Ninja Gaiden combat. Like it's hard and challenging, but at the same time, you can be very powerful if you know what you're doing. Like, it feels good. I'm saying it feels smooth. It feels. I'm looking forward to it. It's very difficult. Like, I've died a lot of times. That's why it took me like 2 hours. I didn't go to bed till like 5 a.m. It flew by quick.
Dang.
But yeah.
What's the last thing the Team Ninjas? What have they been up to?
Well, I don't know.
Dead or Alive.
Oh yeah. But like, you know how you said
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But you know how you feel like Bloodborne is basically like how Castlevania should be.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like, even though it's different companies, I feel like this is the next Onimusha. This is how Onimusha should be.
Yeah. I get that.
I got very big vibes from that.
Interesting. Very rad.
That's all I've been playing.
Kyle?
Oh man, I didn't waste money.
So, last week, folks, if you have not listened to the Free Cheese episode 159, I ask you to return to it, not just for our upcoming conversation with Kyle here, but I really did think last week's episode was one of the best ones we've done in a long time. I like your iPhone background there.
Thanks, it actually scares me.
Thank you. But we came into it with not much expectation, and I think came out of it with a lot of really, really good conversation. But part of the conversation was about how both of us found No Man's Sky to be quite boring looking. Didn't really see the need to spend $60 on it. Didn't really know why we should, or kind of why anyone would want to. Like we understood that it was exciting of a prospect, but we didn't know why we would spend money or time playing it outside of just, But go listen to that for all that. But with all of the, not negativity, but sort of just the questions that arose from us talking about No Man's Sky. Kyle, did you buy anything recently after being very dismissive about No Man's Sky last week?
I bought, it's a game called No Man's Kyle. So basically it's just a camera.
You belong to No Man.
I belong to No Man.
So,
I bought my freedom.
Yeah, so you bought No Man's Sky.
I bought No Man's Sky.
I got a text message yesterday morning that... Let me just return to the text real quick.
Return to the text.
Let's take a
look here. I believe it's just the lyrics to Crawling by Linkin Park.
It's,
Lincoln. Did I say Lincoln? LinkedIn?
Crepe skin.
LinkedIn Park?
LinkedIn Park.
Yesterday at 8:54 a.m. Fuck. I took the plunge and bought No Man's Sky.
Did I use the word plunge? That's weird.
Yeah, you said plunge.
I don't know why I would say that.
And I just responded with, uh-oh. And then, I kept watching videos and looking at Reddit. It's my own fault. So, go on.
So, I waited 3 hours for it to download, probably 4. And...
Is that when the buyer's remorse set in?
No, yes and no. I mean, it was more or less just like, fuck, why did I buy it digitally? Now, if I really don't like it, I can't return it. You know?
Yeah.
And the best part about this was because before I decided to download it digitally, or buy it digitally, I called Target and was like, hey, what's your return policy? Because I wanted to make sure, like, if I buy this game,
yes,
I at least want to be able to return it if I don't like it.
Wait. You downloaded it?
I downloaded, yeah, but but before I decided to just buy it on PSN.
Oh, I see.
I called Target and they're like, well, our return policy.
They should give you a return policy. Steam does it.
Steam does, but PlayStation does not, unless you live in Europe because they have different laws about returns. What is happening?
That's the other face.
I think Hank Hill's cutting your yard.
Great.
So, booted it up, played it, started off. I was just getting an idea of everything. Controls are very basic. And not like in a bad way. I feel like for a game like this, like it is just like, hey, here, do this, this is that, whatever. I was wandering around on this planet, exploring, looking for things. I had to walk like super fucking far away to get this one thing. And thank God I ran into this fucking thing you can call your ship over. So, it's fun to explore things. I will say that. Then you have to build like a warp drive and collect things because when you start, your ship's kind of like damaged. So you have to start. It's basically like a nice tutorial showing you how to craft things and how to build the new technology for your ship. And then from there, I made some mistakes, you know. Apparently there was like a sentinel droid thing. I didn't mean to shoot it. Shot it.
I think they're like the only enemies in the game.
8 of them. Well, there's like hostile creatures, but I haven't run into any yet. 8 of them, and then this weird fucking crawling bot comes over to me, and I was like, oh my god, they start shooting at me, whatever. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna reset. I don't feel like dealing with this right now.
You started from scratch.
No, there was like a save point right before all that happened. Okay. Did all that, whatever. So now I'm flying around, going from planet to planet. It's not that it's like I'm bored. It's like I want to see what else. Like I want to see all these massive, horrifying creatures that are out there because I've only seen very small creatures.
Sure.
Like dog size. I haven't seen anything crazy. I've gone to a different galaxy already. I built my warp drive. Done that. It's nice. There are.
What are the planets like when you touch down? Like what are the ones that you've seen? Are they cool? Are the creatures cool?
Well, I haven't seen any crazy like massive creatures yet. I've seen one that kind of looks like those dinosaurs that like had that like shielding, that ram like thing on their head. There was one like that, but it was on all fours.
Okay.
There was another one that kind of looked like a very thin wolf. But other than that, I haven't seen too many creatures. And maybe it's just because I'm not looking in the right places, or I'm just not paying attention, and I'm just going where... Because they do run from you if they're not hostile.
Makes sense.
I've run into other, like, these alien creatures who are, like, in your... like, outposts who you can talk to, and you can increase your standing with them. They're basically kind of like shop owners. You can...
Okay.
Get upgrades or like buy a new whatever.
Heard you can make a lot of money off of venom sacks.
Can you?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
I found gold. I feel like getting money in that game. At first, I wasn't sure how to get money because I didn't see where I could sell. Then there's like space stations positioned throughout different galaxies and stuff. I thought I had a stroke in real life.
Oh.
I did this thing called a pulse jump, which is basically like when you're not leaving, you're just trying to get to a planet in the same galaxy as yours. I was jumping across trying to do that, and then the screen just started freaking out. The planet kept just like rotating and like showing up in different spots on my screen, and then no like different colors or anything. And then finally it just settled, and I was like, okay, maybe I wasn't approaching it right. I don't know. But I haven't had that problem since, so that's good, and I've done it multiple times. Maybe I just haven't hit that wall yet. There's some mention of... I got an atlas from this one guy, which is like obviously like filling it out. And then there's like 2 names that were mentioned. I don't know who they were, but like this text that comes up is, should I fill out my atlas, or should I find blank and blank? And it's like, well, who the fuck are these people? And I'm sure like if I keep playing, I'll figure that out. But I don't know if that's going to be enough like... to keep me going. I want more. You can learn words. The aliens that you encounter, you don't speak their language.
Sure, naturally.
But the more that you like do interact with them, you learn like one or 2 words per interaction, and then you can go to like an encyclopedia, like I don't know, like a stand in each outpost, and if you like interact with it, like it's like, oh, you learned the blank word for whatever, like. Interloper. Like, that's one of the words I've learned, and what else?
Does that excite you? Like, are you getting excited all the more you explore?
It's
or
one of those things where, like, it's not so much a side quest because you are running into these areas a lot.
Yeah.
And it's good just to fill out the map.
The whole game's a side quest.
But, yeah.
No, but my thing is, like, last week, a lot of what you and I talked about were our preconceived notions based on viewing a trailer, which were that it's very samey, that we would grow tired of doing these things after a while. You've had it for a day.
I haven't grown tired yet.
Okay.
Because I haven't really put too much time into the game because I haven't been able to.
If all that remains is what you're continuing to do and you just keep doing that,
I will definitely grow tired.
Okay.
But there's so many, like, cool things that could be in that game, and that's what I'm finding. Like, it would be exciting. I saw a ship landing on its outpost. I was like, oh, fuck. Is there some way that am I going to be interacting with somebody? Even though I know that there's apparently two players on the exact same planet at the same time.
Yeah.
But they didn't see each other. And I was like, shit, is this what it's going to be like? I'm going to see this ship, and I'm not going to see this guy.
Yeah.
And...
well, there is no man's...
yeah.
Guy.
So... no, it just turned out to be like this alien landing and going inside, and like he offered me. Well, I could have bought his ship for some outrageous amount of money, which I didn't have.
He's like, I don't need it. I'm just gonna.
I like this ship. I like the idea. There are a lot of different ships you can get. I've seen that. I haven't been able to do any of that because I'm still like only an hour or so into the game itself. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's a lot of things that could be in that game, and I'm hoping that like they're like, hey, here's patches and patches and patches and updates.
This becomes the Rocket League of
and they could
space adventures.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
It would be. I'm hoping for some crazy creature sightings.
Yeah.
Because that's a really...
How about colors? I mean, like, did you feel like the worlds that you've been to were vastly different?
Yeah. They actually have all been different from each other. I went to a dead planet.
Okay. What does that look like?
Dead. Very dark colors. A lot of brown and, like, rust and black. I went to one planet that looked like it was drawn by Dr. Seuss.
Cool.
The first planet you're on is kind of it varies from like different locations. I think that's so you get an idea of different landscapes that could come from different. I feel like everyone might start on this exact same planet. Like it's just your tutorial planet, then you can travel from there.
Planet tutorial.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I should definitely give it some more time before being like,
fuck this
okay,
game
I
or
wasted
this
my
game
money.
rules. Yeah.
And like, even so, like, if I wasted $60, whatever, like, I can...
Yeah.
That's
what you said at first. Yeah, you said, you were like, fuck it, it's just...
it's fine.
Yeah.
With what you played, do you think this game has potential to be Game of the Year?
No.
Okay.
This game would... No, unless they were like...
Mark's marking it down in his calendar. Remind me on January 1st to give the middle finger to everybody.
This, I do not think... Unless they were able to put some crazy DLC in there and some crazy patches and updates, they couldn't. If I were able to build my own base or my own outpost and actually interact with other players and give me some more story... Yeah. Because I think... Honestly, like, if this was made into an
MMO?
An Elder Scrolls for space. But then people are like, oh, well, what about Destiny? So, well, Destiny is very much
Destiny's completely different beast.
And, like, point, shoot, whatever. And that's different. Like, while it is cool because I'm in space, it's very, like, set. Like, do this, do this, do this. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to explore everything.
Sure.
But I just want to explore.
You can just play Star Citizen.
There you go.
How much is that again, Mark?
40.
And what can I do in it?
Or 45, and you get your own spaceship you can pick from, and you get a couple more perks
is that on
with
PC
it.
only?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm trust my laptop to not be able to do that. At all.
Outside of completely throwing away all of your morals from last week, have you played anything else?
No, I'm thinking about taking a plunge, going to a store and be like, I've never played this game, because I think that might help me get out of a rut.
We could always do we could return to Kyle Never Played, and I could throw you into some old bullshit that you'd hate.
I don't want to hate it.
You won't hate it. Like, you'll hate it initially because you hate everything, but then you'll be like, wow, Castlevania really is a good game.
I've been thinking about going and, like, just picking up a 3DS game that I've never played. That would be maybe enjoyable.
Maybe when we take a break soon, Mark and I will come up with some solutions for you there.
Don't talk to me, criminal.
Thank you. I played Hyper Light Drifter.
Oh.
Because I almost bought No Man's Sky.
Did you almost buy it before or after me?
It was before. It was last week, and I was.
It would be great if we were both just like, hey,
Yeah.
hold
No,
on.
because I was like, you know what, man? We talked about it, and we were really, really dismissive on it, and like we should give it a fair shake. And I looked at it, and I watched another trailer, and I was just like, no. I'm not
I mean,
spending.
like, if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to try to
I
change
know.
your own mind.
I know. So I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And then I started looking around the PlayStation Store, and I saw Hyper Light Drifter, and I was like, I wanted this game a while ago, and I almost bought it on Steam a while back, and I just didn't.
I forgot to
was like,
warn you about that game where it's like, it's a little slow.
But I like it. So I
Yeah,
have no idea what's going
It
on.
picks up when you start upgrading your stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on right now. I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. I know that I'm slowly revealing the map. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of running around just killing things and finding...
Have you talked to anyone?
A couple times.
I mean, quote.
Yeah, which is amazing. Like that makes
Yep.
it so cool and like foreign and weird. But I'm finding weird little pink triangles to make a pink diamond. So I've got 2 pink triangles out of a pink diamond shape. It's neat. It as I'm playing it, like it's subtly beautiful. Like just these little tiny pixel animations. That game is much better in motion than it is in screenshots.
Yeah.
So if you're curious about it, just go to Tumblr and look for GIFs of it instead of...
Like, everybody's like... Well, not everybody, but I think the biggest complaint I've seen about that game is people want 60 frames. And the developer said exactly why it's at 30.
Yeah. It looks
it
good.
makes sense.
It looks really good. What was their reasoning for it? The animation?
I think just because like just how the game works with everything, and I think it would take more animations.
Yeah.
Like
it
more,
probably wouldn't flow the same way.
Yeah, like it would take more sprites to do to 60 frames, and it just wouldn't line up with everything. I'm paraphrasing poorly, but I know it had something to do with just to make everything run all together and fit.
No, it's just it looks good. It plays well. At the start, I don't know what else you get as you upgrade, but you have a sword, you have a gun.
I think you do unlock other types of like guns and whatever. Because I know you get like a shotgun type deal, and melee wise, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I'm fine with that though. Like it's been fun just wandering and slashing things and just exploring this world. And
yeah, I did like the first dungeon. Oh, my first one was all the way to the right.
Yeah, I have no idea where I am. Like I have no idea. I look at the map and I'm like, none of this makes sense.
It's just 4 areas.
Okay, that's what it seemed like.
North, north, south, east, west.
Okay,
and but I went east.
Yeah, I think I've sort of naturally gone east as well.
And like it's just like everything just looks like it's in like temple ruins and waterfalls everywhere, and
yeah.
Yeah, and then you can go underground for some stuff. But like I beat that boss, and then like I went back to the main town.
Okay.
And I upgraded one of my my drifting skills, so it's like if you time the buttons just right, you can keep dashing and you get faster and faster. So it's like first you it's like slow, and then you have to go. You have to, so like with your thumb, you have to tap in rhythm.
Cool.
But you have to increase the speed of your tapping.
Okay,
so
I need that.
So it's not just one. It's
no, I need that because I made it, but there was a spot where you had to jump on the little barbecues.
Yeah, see, I did that too, and I died so many times.
I died a billion
times. You can't
times.
get it first try. You have to. You have to unlock.
I got it. I got to it.
You're getting back though.
Getting back, fucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot. They'll make you revisit some places just to get that stuff.
But it really cool. And then the more I played that game, so again, I don't know where I'm. I wish it were on Vita. It'd be such a good Vita game.
It's not yet.
I feel like
it's not. I feel like they're working on it.
I feel like they were too.
It's supposed to be on Wii U as well.
Yeah, but right now it's just PS4, which I'm fine with. But it's a good Vita game. But as I'm running around and playing it, it reminded me of like Nightmare Fez, just because of the pixel animation.
Yeah. And
I was just like, I want to play Fez again. And I booted up Fez because I never finished Fez. I booted up the other night, and Fez did the great thing that so many games don't do anymore, where it tells you exactly the percentage you're at of completion. And I was at like 93.6 or something like that, or 96.3, something. I was like almost at the end of Fez, and I looked at the map in there and like saw which spots I had to complete, and I like went through and did a couple puzzles, and it was like
since you have an idea of what that game is, if you want a faster version of that game, but it's all boss rush mode and bullet heli, Fury.
I know, and
I know.
Fury's sitting on my hard drive. I got it. I downloaded it.
I'm just saying, it's pretty much like because it's weird how similar they look too,
Mm-hmm.
they both have like a red cape and all that. But I thought the cool thing about Hyperlight Drifter, like, because like your guy's like kind of sick, and you notice that he like coughs up blood every here and there. Now I don't know the exact reason why. I think he got like infected by something, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you noticed the company that makes the game, I think it's called Heart Machine.
Yes.
What I found interesting about that, I feel bad for not memorizing one of the developers' names, but like the main guy behind it, he actually had surgery recently because of his heart, and he had to get a valve replaced. So I think he kind of took part of him and
put it inside of the game. That's really cool.
So it's like why it's called Heart Machine. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But yeah, he's still like updating as it goes on and everything. Like he's amazing with feedback.
Yeah.
Because he takes it very.
I looked through some of the Steam updates and stuff.
Favorite. I think that this is his first game too.
I believe so. Yeah, because this was a Kickstarter game, and it was meant to come out a while ago, and it got delayed a little bit. But it's really cool. Really cool. I recommend it. It's like $20, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just.
I love the combat in that game.
Yeah, it's a fun. It's.
You can definitely feel the Zelda love in that.
There's some Zelda. There's some.
People compare the difficulty to like a Souls game.
It's got a little bit of that, yeah, because you're just like, but the benefit of this over the Souls game is when you die, you respawn.
Yeah, I love the respawn thing. Yeah, it's just right there.
Yeah, very convenient, very quick. If you run across a platform and you die when you get across, typically there's an auto save point right before you started to run across, so you can kind of jump back. But I like running around. There's weird little parts where you have to so the drifting mechanic that Marc mentioned is like you tap X to sort of like boost yourself.
Yeah, you're kind of limited at first.
Yeah, it's
you can do it so many. You can do like maybe 2 to 3 times in one sitting.
But it lets you basically you can't obviously go between. You can't jump where there is nowhere to jump, but you're sort of boosting across an area. But you're able to use that to navigate and find new secrets and stuff like that, which was cool. Yeah, and then I played Fez for a little bit, which I haven't touched in a really long time. But just going around there was neat again, and it's such a shame everything else about that game and the potential sequel and all of that. Because the guy made such a cool thing, like a really, really cool game.
Yeah.
Really neat looking, really, really fun, really so much attention to detail. And maybe that's why he did go a little nutty.
Everything outside of it just took effect.
I know it's hard to separate those two things.
Yeah,
because they become so married.
But just as a game itself, nothing outside of it infecting it.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's definitely a decent, polished game.
Yeah, I love it
in terms of platforming.
Yeah. And then one that I didn't play, but I'm maybe I'll jump back into because I was looking through what was free for the month for PlayStation Plus members. Patapon 3, which if you have a PSP, a Vita, or the PlayStation TV, any of those things, and actually PlayStation TV might not be a bad thing for anybody who's looking to play some of those games. PlayStation TV, I think you can get now for $20 if you find the right spot.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, because PlayStation TV is basically just a Vita operating system on that little thing. And
okay, so whenever I see games on the store and it says for Vita, I can just technically it also means TV.
Yep.
Well, then maybe that's the way I can play the PS1 classics.
It is exactly how you can play the PS1 classics.
Perfect, because I bought Mega Man Legends 2 for $3.99 when it was on sale.
Yeah.
And I would like to play those.
Yeah, you can totally do that. You can play PSP games and Vita games that aren't really touch heavy.
But TV is different from the PlayStation Now, right?
Right. PlayStation Now is their streaming service. So I just pulled it up now. PlayStation TV on Amazon is $41.97.
That's not bad at all.
No.
Because I was almost thinking about buying a Vita, but I was like, do I really need...
No, this is your Vita. $40.
Do I need a Vita?
Nah.
Vita.
No. Here's what's fucked. The Vita is $41.97. The memory card is $57.99 for a 32 gig card.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
So you need a card for the TV?
You don't. does have, I believe, 4 or 8. I think it's 4. No, it might even be less than that. There's something built into it.
And I can just use my PS4 controller?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I hook this into my computer?
What's that? The TV?
Yeah.
No.
How's it hook up?
It's just HDMI.
HDMI. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So my monitor then.
Yep.
Okay.
You can use PlayStation Now on it. So
Okay.
it really is like, it's a shame that this thing didn't take off because
Yeah, it sounds good. Like,
it's cool. I mean, I bought it full price. It's $100. List price. You literally just plug it in, connect it to the network, and go. It's so easy to set up and get going.
I'll have to check it out.
It's cool, and then you have access to all that stuff. PS1 classics, everything on the go.
That just makes me happy right there.
Yeah. And PSP, which like the PSP library is so fucking good.
Yeah, because I've actually been wanting to play Puzzles and Dragons, like just to try it out because I kind of like those games, and I don't know how much of it that I actually like, but there's so many versions of that game, ported everywhere, and I heard the PSP version is the best version. So
if you haven't added the thing, Patapon 3 to your download
I haven't played
list,
any Patapons.
I would say add this to your list. I would recommend if you haven't played any of them, start with 2. But 3, because 3 kind of changes the game up a little bit. And I feel like jumping into 3, you couldn't go back to 2 very easily.
Oh, okay.
But it's still, even if you start with 3, it's pretty dope. But yeah, that kind of like just reminded me of the whole Vita ecosystem. Jumping back in and playing Fez and I don't know. I've been just like toying around with it, having fun on my Vita again, which is fun.
That's cool.
I just took a list of a bunch of games on PSN that I might get around to downloading.
Yeah.
Abzu.
That one's been getting some buzz.
It looks really pretty.
Yeah.
I didn't screenshot any of the screenshots.
I didn't hear many great things, but
It looks
really?
pretty. It looks like it'd be fun. It's only $20, so maybe I'll wait. Hyperlight Drifter. 7 Days to Die.
I don't know that one.
It's made by Telltale, but it's not like their usual stuff, which is weird. There's no like option prompts.
let me see it.
It's I didn't take a screenshot. I took a screenshot of that's to make a list, but it's basically like
Is that like a zombie survival thing?
yeah. Basically, you can craft a bunch of traps and defenses.
Oh yes, my friend he showed me this.
So it's like tower defense, but with zombies. But you can go out and be proactive and kill the ones in your general area, so you don't take as much damage overnight.
I think that's the game where if you want to scare them away, you put their heads on a spike or something.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, you brought that up at some point, I think.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if it was on here or just in conversation.
Of course, Journey.
You haven't played Journey?
I've never played Journey.
Oh my god.
Me neither. It's on my list to get.
You fucking buy it.
I didn't own
buy
a
it.
Sony console till
Buy it.
recently.
No,
Yeah, no, you.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna pass on it.
I'm serious.
I wanted to both get it and then not realize that we both. It'd be great if we were the ones like helping each other out because you don't know who you're playing with, right?
That would be crazy. Like some asshole
Wouldn't move forward. He just kept spinning in circles.
Hey,
Oh, that's funny.
it's great that you can't communicate.
I think you both need to get that game. You need to sit down and just play until you finish it. At
It
most,
can't be that long of a game.
even if you wander, at most, you're not going to spend more than 3 hours playing it. So it's a long movie. But
Okay, good.
just fucking do it. It's so good. I remember downloading that game right when it came out, like the night at midnight, and just like 2 or 3 in the morning, wrapped it up and just, yeah, fantastic. Well, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll do some show and tell, talk about PlayStation 4 leaks. We will talk a little bit about Metroid Fusion to start to bring our Metroid month to a close, and then we're going to get out of here.
Can you talk your iPhone?
Sure.
Because our customer size and also come out.
I wouldn't do that. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Free Cheese episode 159. It's time for show and tell.
Oh boy.
Here's a thing I found on the internet.com. Did you see the PlayStation 4?
Yep.
Slim. What'd you think of it?
I'm mad.
Why? Because you just bought one?
Yes.
Sorry.
Now I just dumb Jathan Drake on my PS4.
Jason Drake.
You know what? Maybe you could sell it.
And get what out of it? Like
The 150.
a quarter of what I spent on it?
Yeah, you're right.
He's a quarter.
Yeah.
You're right.
I should just wait just a little longer. But also, for some reason, I didn't think about them making one because of the Nioh threw me off.
Yeah, I think so too.
But then it's like, oh, typical PlayStation. Of course, they'd always have a slim version at the last minute.
Yeah.
Slim versions like that scare me because it's so slim. So very slim.
Yeah.
Like, what's going to break it?
Maybe.
I don't know. Slimmer models usually been the better ones. PS2 had a better slim one.
PS3 Slim sucked, though.
Well, I never had a PS3.
Comparatively.
Compatibility.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I liked the PS3.
Yeah,
I had
fucking did.
No, I liked it, but I never could play PS2 games, which...
Exactly. This one, you can't even play PS4 games. It's a paperweight. So, it's a good thing you didn't buy it.
The one thing I did like about this outside the console was the controller. It was apparently remodeled, new DualShock 4.
It's slim as well.
Oh, that too?
The top of the touchpad seems to pull some of the light through. So you can see that there.
So you can...
You know what sucks about the PS4 controller?
Tell me.
When you're playing at night in a dark room, it's hard to find the plug to plug in your charger because that light is just in your face and like where...
Yeah. And the battery for PS4 controllers suck.
I mean...
I think they could be...
They could certainly be better.
Yeah.
Better.
Apparently,
the
the
thing
same
I like
battery.
about mine is the color.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a cool one. But that's an interesting thing. We'll find out more about PlayStation's future.
Oh, is the PlayStation Neo too much for you? Well, then you can get this little Slim 4. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah. But there was also some other stuff that leaked and then was confirmed. But PlayStation Now coming to PC is kind of cool.
Yeah. I saw that little USB thing.
And then, yes, there's a USB dongle for PC and Mac that allows you to officially use your PlayStation 4 controllers.
Without having to plug it in with the cord.
Thank God for a dongle.
So that's kind of cool. But also I think PlayStation Now coming to PC, it's like the first step into this weird console-less future that we live in.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of strange, but it's turning PlayStation into more of a service than a console manufacturer.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how that goes. 2019, PlayStation 5 is just streaming.
Or it's just a lot of options. You know?
It is. It is more. It's more options.
I think that's all they're aiming for.
Yeah, but this is potentially rad because I mean, folks who never played Uncharted, The Last of Us, etc., can now play them on PC.
This also probably means they might make. Remember that actual PlayStation TV?
Yeah,
the monitor.
Yeah,
they might make one with built-in PlayStation Now.
I think certain TVs already have PlayStation Now built into it.
Oh, do they?
There's like certain smart TVs,
Certain
smart TVs,
certain
probably.
Sony ones. I feel like some other ones have done it too. Yeah, because there's some TVs
It's
where
not
you.
bad though. Like,
No, yeah,
I want a smart TV.
I'll be fine if every console had its own TV.
like a TV channel. Like,
I mean, it's just a TV with a built-in console.
Yeah.
You know, people have built-in Blu-ray players, built-in DVD players.
yeah.
But with a fucking console. Like,
Yeah, but the ones with the built-ins are always trash.
Maybe not. I mean, some of the TVs you buy it and it comes with a DualShock 3, which at this point, come on. But
That is literal trash.
yeah. Did you guys have anything show and tell? I have a couple other things.
I
but
do.
Yeah, what you got?
I guess that controversy of Metal Gear Survive.
Yeah.
See, here's what I hate. I hate the fact that I discovered that game not through the trailer itself.
How'd you find it?
I found it. I first heard about the game because people on YouTube have reaction videos to this. I'm like, what are they reacting to? I didn't watch those videos, but
Yeah.
I was like, Metal Gear Survive? I'm like, okay, so a new Metal Gear game got announced.
Yeah.
Thanks, YouTube. So I had to find the actual video, watched it, but I forgot an ad was playing before, and I thought the ad was the game.
Oh, God.
And it was the ad for Sniper Warrior 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought that was Metal Gear Survive. I was like, oh, this is very this is intense with the sniping.
Yeah.
But then I saw the trailer for Metal Gear Survive, and I was like, wow, Sniper Warrior 3 looks a lot better.
I didn't watch the trailer for it. I just saw sort of.
Okay, they didn't show gameplay, so this is like, you gotta wait till the gameplay comes out to judge it. But I get the same vibe that Resident Evil did recently with their Raccoon City first-person shooter shit, whatever.
Okay.
But that vibe, not that type of game, but that vibe where it's just like,
because I read the premise of it, and it's like supposed to
pretty much.
follow.
It just feels like it's just an empty shell of a franchise. It's just they're just using the name to sell it.
Yeah,
but you know what?
It looks like a Resident Evil's like Mercenaries mode.
Sure.
It feels like it's going to be a horde mode type game where you just fight with friends, you fight these zombie like things, and you're just brand new characters with these weird ass weapons.
But I mean, if it's fun, it's
my
fun.
name's Lemur.
Right, but like, what does that have to do with Metal Gear? You know what I mean? Like, they just slap that on there because in the trailer you see Snake leaving off. I mean, not Snake. Is it Big Boss? I don't fucking care.
Jackal.
Yeah.
You see him like flying off in this helicopter. You see soldiers are left behind.
Yeah.
And now you're these soldiers fighting off these zombies essentially. And like there's like a mechanical bow with like a drill arrow on it. And
Dear Metal Gear fans,
Because
welcome
the
to
force of an
Metroid
arrow.
fandom.
Yeah.
It sounds like Federation Force.
Which don't play.
No.
I saw the final boss.
Yeah, I watched everything already.
Just don't.
What's the final boss?
It's Seamus. Spoilers, because anybody wants to play that game.
Yeah.
You fight Samus. She turns big and is like infected or something, and
she turns big.
and then like you beat her up, and then she's all like, "Oh, you saved me, thanks."
I'm gonna kiss.
Yeah.
Roll 34.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did you?
fuck.
So the one weird thing, did you see the thing about the egg at the end?
Was it? Maybe.
How there's an egg that hatches and there's a Metroid inside of it. Like there's potentially I think it was a Game Explain video on YouTube.
Oh.
But they talked about how it's potentially teasing a Metroid Prime 4. Story wise.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah. No guarantees, but could be.
Yeah. Should I just go to the next thing?
So Metal Gear Federation Force. Kyle, do you have any show and tell?
No.
Okay.
I don't find anything on the internet.
Yeah. What do you got?
I don't care about Resident Evil 7 anymore.
Yeah, I never did.
I mean, like,
Did you play it?
I played that demo and I was like, all right, I know it's not Resident Evil by any means.
Fake PT.
Yeah, and I was like, well, this is just a little demo just derived from Kitchen or whatever. So
Yeah.
obviously the full final game is going to look anything like this.
Yeah.
But then why did they show another new part that looks like attached to the demo? It's like called Lantern or something. And it's like, it's just gimmicky bullshit. Like, it just doesn't. I'm gonna be harsh as fuck with this because it's just I don't care anymore. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like whatever they showed at E3 gave a lot of hope, but then like whatever direction they're going in, which I still don't know, maybe it could still change. My mind could change about this.
Yeah.
But as of right now, it looks like shit. It looks like shit. It's just another game. Like I feel like Metal Gear Survive, they just slapping the Resident Evil name on it just to fucking sell it.
Yeah, and I saw people were like, "Oh, they're going real low budget with this one."
Yeah, so hopefully hope they prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong.
It's hard to
Because I don't want to hate on this as much as I am.
It very much seemed like, "Hi, Resident Evil franchise is in turmoil. We don't know what to do with it. PT seems successful, so let's try and ape that style."
Because that died, and everybody wants that. And then Allison Road got canceled, but
And
then
brought back again.
oh what? It came back
Yeah,
slowly.
yeah,
But this makes me happy
yeah.
because the guy's realizing like what he needs to do and all this stuff, and he's reworking things, and he wants to use the feedback, and he was happy that everybody was still supportive of him even after the fact that they were shut down or he stopped or whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's under a new name called Far From Home.
It's Gone Home sequel.
It's Gone Home too.
Yeah, well, the improved version, I guess. But
It's about the lesbian sister.
no, but that really makes me happy because now I don't have to look forward to Resident Evil 7 at all. Mm-hmm. I don't have to hold on to that last resort. Like,
Yeah. But hey, you know
I
what?
don't have to cut my life to pieces.
Here's the thing. God damn it. If Konami is keeping Metal Gear alive, maybe they'll keep Silent Hill alive after all.
No.
No.
I don't want them to. I don't want Konami to touch anything anymore.
Yeah, no.
It's just, I don't know. I mean, yeah, just no.
Yeah.
I want something kind of fresh, but at the same time, I don't know, like
Certified.
Far From Home.
Tomato.
I'm happy for. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I can look back to looking forward to it. Whatever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. The only other thing, it's really small. I won't necessarily call it news, I guess, but recently there was a documentary about Mega Man Legends 3.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah,
whole story on like how that was started and why it failed and why it is where it is now.
Yeah.
But people are still trying to continue showing support for it, kind of like how most of us did with Earthbound coming to Virtual Console and stuff like that.
Do they talk to Inafune in the documentary?
They've quoted him, but nothing new. You know what I mean? Nothing recently. But pretty much they're not giving up hope.
Sure.
And so people are like, instead of like hating and sending complaints, speak with your wallet, essentially. We're like, because now Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 and the Misadventures of Tron Bonne are all on the market now on the PlayStation Network, and you can buy those.
So just buying them to
that, and then you can tweet at at the specific people to like, hey, like revive this with that hashtag or whatever. And so that's basically why I bought Mega Man Legends 2 when it was on sale. I mean, they're normally $10.
Yeah.
So even that alone makes me happy that they're even there to begin with.
Oh yeah.
So if they're still seeing it. That's just me just taking a shot in the dark. Hopefully something will come out of that, because I remember Inafune, he had that other game lined up after Mighty Number 9.
Oh, yeah.
Mighty Number 10.
That looked like a Mega Man Legends successor.
Yeah.
Even though he used the same names of Beck and Call and all that. But
yeah.
But then that kind of got canned, too.
Because I don't think it got funded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I was actually kind of hoping that would be something, but...
Yeah, but the problem was, after everybody funded Mighty Number 9, it went through all that weird turmoil.
That game's on clearance now.
Jesus. I know. I meant to bring that up. I was going to take a picture and send it to you, too, but my phone was on its way out of battery last night.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I was in Target, and it's just like...
But yeah, kind of, I guess, how you are with Earthbound and all that.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling with Mega Man Legends 3.
I get that. Let's
that
make it
one
happen.
Of my favorite
2016 is the year. Mother 3 is still coming out this year. I already know it.
This year.
It's happening. It will be out.
All right.
It's got to. Slain, Back from Hell. Are you familiar with this game?
Oh, wait. Is that Capcom?
No.
Slain,
this is an independent game. It was released in January for Steam. And now it's coming out September for PS4 and Vita, I believe. It is this fucking badass...
It sounds familiar.
Badass sprite-based side-scrolling action platformer.
Wait, is it by Ska Studios?
I don't know who it is.
Ska Band.
You look kind of like Alucard.
Maybe not.
You look kind of like Alucard from, what's it called? Symphony of the Night. But...
Never heard of it.
It's it's basically like every 80s... I don't know, hold on.
This sounds really, really familiar.
Why is it showing me pictures of Murdered Soul Suspect? No one wants to see pictures of that game. You just sort of... the artwork is, all pixel-based, but, fucking demons and...
Yes.
It's cool as fuck looking. It's just, pretty. But apparently when it launched on Steam, the controls were just wet trash. And then it got re-released as the Back from Hell edition on Steam. And now it's coming to PlayStation 4 in September.
What's the story?
No idea. It just seems like a regular old hack and slash run-around game. But yeah, you have a big-ass sword, you run around, everything's bleeding. It just looks cool as fuck. It looks like a weird Castlevania game with some really, really good...
It's like you see this and it's like, well, why couldn't Bloodstain be like that?
Right? That's exactly what I think. It looks like the perfect game for me. I'm very excited that it's going to be on Vita.
Cool.
And then tomorrow, I'm doing something.
Okay.
Because tomorrow's August 26th. And a few weeks ago, we talked about something that was coming out on August 26th. Which is the new Nintendo 3DS bundle for $150.
Oh, yeah.
So, I ordered a 32-gig micro SD card, which arrived today. Tomorrow, as soon as I leave work, I'm going right to... I believe this thing's Target and Walmart exclusive, so I'm going to one of them, and I'm going to grab it. But I'm very, very excited to finally have...
I'm sure there'll be plenty in stock for you.
Is that sarcasm?
No, I actually mean they probably will, because I don't think anybody's going to go looking for it, because anybody that wanted one probably got one when the Pokemon thing happened.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's the bundle?
It's really nothing.
You get 3D Land with it, and these Mario plates. I'm not sure if you get anything else with it.
Yeah, Super Mario 3D Land, pre-installed. It's the new Nintendo 3DS, the smaller version.
Yeah.
You gonna get those 3DS plates of Boo that glow in the dark?
So I looked them up. They're $300 fucking dollars.
What?
Shit.
Yeah, I wanted to. I was going
Those
through
exact ones?
I don't know if they were the glow in the dark, but there was ones that were Boo, and they were $300
Jeez.
on Amazon.
It's a bit much.
Go on Play Asia.
I can do that.
That's my favorite band.
But I do like the the Super Mario Maker faceplate that it
Oh,
comes
that's right. I
with.
forgot it comes with that one.
Yeah,
That was one
neat.
I was going to get.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But yeah, super stoked. Super stoked. I'm sure that tomorrow... How did the system transfer go for you?
Pretty simple. It took a little bit, but...
Yeah.
I mean, I was using the original 3DS
Yeah.
to that one.
I'm
so-
thinking about... I mean, I guess I just got to do it. Did you do SD? Did you transfer...
I didn't do SD. I did everything,
You did it wirelessly?
yeah.
How long did it take?
Maybe, I want to say about 40 minutes.
40?
Maybe an hour, a little over an hour.
Were you pre-installed? I mean, did you have a lot of stuff, games downloaded, installed?
Not too many.
Okay.
But, like, then again, like, see, I can't remember exactly. You might have to research it. But I just
Yeah.
I liked watching the transfer because it's a bunch of Pikmin carrying little tiles over.
Maybe I will do that. I have a lot of shit, though.
Yeah. Maybe clean out what you don't want
That's a
or
good
what
point.
you don't play
Good
a
point.
lot before doing it.
I'll do that today. But that's it. So we'll see. Next week, I'll have some impressions on new Nintendo 3DS and how much I love it.
Yeah.
First game I'm downloading.
Earthbound?
You got it.
Earthbound?
We'll hear
right,
more
Earthbound
on.
upstairs.
We'll hear more on Kyle's adventures in No Man's Sky. Oh yeah, so that's one thing we should talk about real quick before we talk a little bit of Metroid Fusion and leave. Is
Sorry.
That's
sort of
for
where
fun.
we are right now, because right now Mark's back to late night hours.
Yeah.
I don't know what I am.
You're a boy.
Schedules, yeah. The schedules are weird, so we're kind of like today was a random. I'm off. These two go in later today, so let's record in the morning. But Wednesday nights aren't necessarily a set thing anymore. So the last 2 weeks we had some jumping around where it was kind of like, well, one of us will record and whatever. But moving forward, I don't know. We're going to see what works. We're going to see where we can squeeze it in, which night we can do it. I don't know. It'll be a weird transition time is all. But bear with us, and please send us any feedback that you have. Whether that's an email, podcast@thefreecheese.com, tweet at us, or a legit review on that old iTunes through your podcast app or whatever. Just something. Comment on the website. Just what's working. What do you like? What don't you like? What do you want more of? What do you want less of? Any of that, because we're still in a weird transition period as we figure out the next steps as we enter year 3. Is that right?
I have no idea at this point.
2013 to 14 was year 1. 14 to 15. No, we'd be entering year 4. Holy Christ! There we go.
Not say our Lord's name in vain, please.
Well, speaking of the Lord, let's talk about the Lord Samus in Metroid Fusion, the latest canonically in the Metroid saga. So Metroid Fusion, Samus is infected.
Oh,
Right? She's got the X parasite.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And so she goes, they extract the X parasite, but in order to do so, they had to infect her with Metroid DNA. So she becomes part of what she hates. And then the X parasite takes over her old costume. And now Fusion, we get this new blue and yellow costume. And you have these very, very scary...
Got those like Batman spikes on your arm.
Yeah. But Metroid Fusion, we talked a little bit about it before, where it's kind of cool in terms of like the animations, like the subtleties that we never see or talk about, where, she's always got her hand on top of her cannon. And now in Fusion, it's underneath as if she's just
fatigued.
weak. And she's now, because she's part Metroid, she's up against, her greatest weakness. Or her own suit's being used against her. Her suit's been powered up to take out her greatest enemy is now turned against her.
that's me.
Really, really, really cool concept. So what have you guys, have you both played? You played Fusion, Kyle. Have you played Fusion?
Very little.
Okay. What I don't know. What impressions do we have so far, or sort of, or have you had?
It gave me a sense of, I don't know. Like I definitely felt weak. I felt like no matter what I did, like I'm just the sense of always being hunted down, and you not know when, your old suit's gonna pop back up, and like just as soon as it sees you, it's just gonna nonstop just try to kill you, just relentless.
It's very ominous.
Yeah,
like,
it just gives you like a false sense of anxiety, I guess. Because like there's really nothing to worry about,
right?
But at the same time, it's like I heard something. What was that? And it just goes.
You're always
away.
on edge, yeah. Huh? Yeah, Kyle.
No, it's that same. You're on edge. It's eerie. The music's nice. Mm-hmm. I'd definitely say eerie. I don't know. It felt like that. Like
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know.
But at the
Maybe
same
I should
time,
just turn around.
But at the same time, it's just it feels slow.
Yeah, it was very,
especially with it trying to tell you where to go and all that stuff. But overall, I mean, if you can look past that, I think it's pretty solid.
One of the dope things about Metroid Fusion, little fun Easter egg, if you have the game on the original hardware, along with Metroid Prime on the original hardware, and you have the Game Boy Link, is that what it was called? Or the one that connected your Advance to your Game Boy?
Oh.
Yeah, you could unlock the Fusion suit in Prime.
You mean Advance to GameCube?
What did I say?
You said Advance to Game Boy.
Yep, I don't know why I said that. Yep, Game Boy Advance to GameCube.
Yeah, it's just a link cable.
Yeah, link cable. But yeah, you can unlock the... I think you have to beat Fusion, but then you can go back and you can unlock the...
That's cool. I like when you do that.
Yeah, little things like that. Canonically, latest game in the series. I think the suit's kind of like the most badass looking suit. I just like the blue and yellow.
I wasn't used to it at first.
Yeah, it's
when
weird.
At first I was like, you don't look that strong.
Yeah, it's different.
but I liked it at the same time.
Yeah. That one too, I mean, we talked a while back, you and I believe, about just like what could come next.
No, yeah, someone have like organic powers, like Metroid.
Yeah. So head back a few episodes. This whole month we've talked about Metroid, as you know, to celebrate 30th anniversary of Metroid. So there will be a retro spotlight on Metroid Fusion and some other pieces going up soon. Next week, episode 160, we'll talk about Metroid Zero Mission to bring our 2D conversation to a close and to bring the month of Metroid to a close. And then after that, I guess next week we'll reveal what September's cover story is. But until then... keep your eyes peeled. Yeah. I don't know.
We're almost done.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for September. September's it's gonna be a fun month. It's gonna be different than we've done before.
Month.
Yes.
That's what we're calling it. Fun month.
I know it.
Fub month.
Fub month.
Food month.
We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna wrap this episode up. Look at that. 30 minutes faster than our typical episode. We're coming along.
So different.
Yeah, I know. Oh, different thing. But this has been the Free Cheese episode 159. Thank you for hanging out with us for the last hour and a half. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Kyle, for coming out here very early, being sleepy, doing a fun show. You can find this episode, all of our other episodes, on thefreecheese.com, where you can go check out the new, redesigned, and beautiful thefreecheese.com. Read all of our content. I have... some stuff going up soon. Someone else is working on something for the Telltale Batman game for us. Some impressions on that.
I was going to say, no, that's a waste of money on it.
I heard some interesting things about it, so that should be...
now, and then you'll go around and buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's fucking buy it, Colin. Your morals are loose as fuck.
Yeah, we'll see... Yeah, I heard he was telling me some cool stuff about it, and some bad stuff about it. So we'll get some
bad news. It's a game.
It is a game.
Good news. I get my money back. So.
There you go.
Hey.
You can also follow us all on Twitter. Mark is at og_mental. Kyle is at not Kyle M. I am at the Free Cheese, and the Free Cheese is at some Free Cheese.
You really gotta fix that.
I thought about it, but at this point,
hard.
yeah, we've come too far.
I don't.
Like, why don't...
We've come too far. It's okay. It'll be fine.
I would say just cut off the extra fat.
What, free cheese?
Yeah, just keep yours as like the main one because you already have the name.
True. Oh, and just use mine as the...
That's the everyday thing.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You don't ever tweet things like, fuck everybody.
No, I don't.
Like, do you think you could build a house out of bacon? Let us know.
Yeah, but sometimes I reply to you and talk about dumb shit.
That's not true. We talk about important shit all the time.
I just mean like stuff that's not relevant to the website, you know?
Look, like, yes, I would kill that 13-year-old girl who lives next door. That was what you said. So I don't think that's incriminating, you know? Or, what's this one say right here? It was one time she was only 9. So.
See, so if you want more riveting content like that, go follow us on Twitter at the free cheese, at some free cheese, at _mental, at not Kyle M. Until next week, that's it. I don't know.
Yep.
That's the end of the show.
I tweet about video games all the time.
Yeah? Name 2.
The source almost 15 hours ago.
Uh-huh.
I'm waiting to get in trouble because of it. It said, support our troops, and it was a picture of Goof Troop.
Perfect. Perfect.
And then this one said, wait. I don't know. That's about it.
There it is. See? Told you. Couldn't name 2. You can't name 2. If you can't name 2, then you can't wear shoes. That's what I always say.
Doesn't rhyme. 2 and shoes.
They rhyme.
Twos.
If you don't know how to rhyme, you can't dress up like a mime. That's what my mom always told me.
They don't even talk.
No, you can't dress up like them because...
It's fine. I don't want to be one.
Yeah, they're creepy.
That's fine, too.
Got fucked by one.
They're also quiet when they're dead.
Mm-hmm. And with that, we're going to end this week's episode, the Free Cheese episode 159. Goodbye.
Did you press it?
No.
Why?
Because I was waiting on you guys to say goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
Adios.
Goodbye.